Yeah, one last question about the future of PRINCE2.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think there is a trend that Prince is becoming a meta model, like more focusing on the compliance to principles rather than to the processes? Or
Okay, there have been many pressures on PRINCE2. A great many people still look at it and say, oh, look at it, it's big, it's bureaucratic, you have to have so many people on a project board, you have to go through so many processes, look at all these documents. They do not really understand the flexibility, that you can combine things. A document need not be on a piece of paper, it might be just a telephone call, something like that. But there are many people who still think, oh, it's big, it's cumbersome. So that means that there are a number of moves to have small versions of PRINCE2. The local governments in London have got together and they have now a method which is, if you like, small PRINCE2. So they have combined a number of the processes, for example, and compressed the number of products and so on. But that is just because they are still working. And of course, before now, we have never attempted in the manual to say, this is what you do if it's a very small project. Okay. So we just say, here is the manual, and this is the basic standard. This is the dictionary, if you like. Now, make what you like. There are also a number of things like in the technical development in IT, like Agile, for example. And if you look at, I'm looking at the moment at DSDM, Agile, Atern. You have Scrum here in Germany. If you look at these, DSDM, Atern says, Agile, Atern says, okay, we believe in PRINCE2. You can see PRINCE2 in many of the things in that method. They change all the names, and I never understand why we have a new set of names every time we do something on there. But when I look at it, a number of the things are dealt with very briefly, like planning, which is very comprehensive in the PRINCE2 manual, risks, in terms of how exactly do I manage risks. It may say when, but I think you need a method that says how do you do these things. It talks about change control, but not in the detail you need if you're looking at that. So there are a number of things going on that say we are following the philosophy of PRINCE2, but we are dealing with a specific area, like IT for project, maybe the construction industry, etc. What we try and say is, look, the method is written so that it has everything in there. And we say, and there is now a chapter in the new manual saying, you have to combine it, you have to tailor the method so that it is exactly what you need. Don't be frightened that you must have 100% of everything. What is right for your project? That is the very difficult lesson, and always has been, to teach people. But I have seen a number of attempts to go to what people say is, this is the philosophy of PRINCE2, and when I look at it, it's back to another version of Pinot, Prince in name only. And what we say in the method is, look, these things need to be done by someone. Don't drop anything, but you can combine it, no problem. But a number of the new philosophy ideas simply drop parts of the method, and if you do that, you lose some of the control that the method has. So, yeah, there are easy methods to combine and make it suitable for your project, however small, however big, but if it starts saying we don't need this at all, be very worried.
Okay. Yeah, thank you very much.
My pleasure.